Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, September 28th. Still an unsettled weather pattern here in the Mid-Atlantic region thanks to a stalled out frontal system. That front has allowed wave after wave of low pressure to ride along it, and there's one right now in the Mid-Atlantic region that will pull out to the north and east later on today, but another one will follow for later on tonight into early tomorrow. Enough drying may come in behind that wave of low pressure to allow for perhaps even some sunshine across the Mid-Atlantic region during the afternoon on Saturday. More showers, however, are possible again late Saturday night and Sunday, along with another wave of low pressure that will ride along that same stalled out frontal system. Meanwhile, over the weekend there'll be a storm developing over the northern Gulf of Mexico, maybe a little bit of tropical characteristics of that storm, and that may head to the north and east during the early part of the week, perhaps throwing some rain into the Mid-Atlantic by around Tuesday of next week. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. Well, here's that frontal system. It has just stalled out and kind of meandering back and forth here across the Mid-Atlantic region, all the way down across the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, down into the state of Texas. And there's really just like wave after wave of low pressure here riding along this. One wave right now over central Pennsylvania will pull out to the north and east later on this morning and early part of this afternoon. There's a batch of showers just ahead of it that will again pull out of here. For the most part this afternoon will be dry, although there'll still be mostly cloudy skies in the Mid-Atlantic region. Some dry conditions out here in the middle part of the country, but it's just having trouble advancing to the east thanks to a very weak flow in the upper atmosphere. Well, here's the latest infrared satellite loop from the University of Wisconsin website, and again, it's been unsettled for the last few days, and it really remains unsettled for the next few days, and you kind of see this wave after wave of low pressure. Here's some higher, thicker clouds associated with one wave of low pressure, another one on its heels out here over the Tennessee Valley, thick clouds here, a wave of low pressure, and yet another one out here over the middle part of the country. Some of this moisture are from the remains of what was a hurricane out here near Baja, California, Miriam. It's weakened considerably, but nonetheless a lot of moisture is feeding into this whole pattern. And again, the frontal system is right in the center of this whole cloud band here, just kind of stalled out right into the Mid-Atlantic region from the south central part of the U.S. A lot of clear skies out here over the northern plains, but they've just had tremendous difficulty edging to the east. Well, here's a radar loop, and it's actually quite similar to what we've been seeing the last couple of mornings. A batch of showers and thunderstorms pulling out, but yet another batch of showers and thunderstorms on its heels. And again, New York City may see some rain for the next couple of hours. It's basically pulled out of the Philadelphia region and D.C. as well. So the next several hours, right through the afternoon, should be mostly dry from Philadelphia south and west, and it'll be getting drier this afternoon as well across New York City. But then another batch of showers and storms will have to be watched for later on tonight into the early part of tomorrow, and then drying may come in behind that to allow for some sunshine across the Mid-Atlantic for tomorrow afternoon. Well, let's walk through this complicated scenario by looking at last night's 0Z GFS model run, and we'll take a look at a sequence of computer forecast maps for tonight, tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, and then Sunday morning. And here's the computer forecast map for tonight. One wave of low pressure with its associated precipitation here, represented by the greens, the dark greens and light greens, pulling off to the north and east, but right on its heels, kind of another concentrated area here moving into the Washington, D.C. area later on tonight. So again, there can be a break in the rainfall this afternoon and perhaps even the early part of the evening, but then more showers and perhaps isolated thunderstorms will move into at least parts of the Mid-Atlantic region later on tonight into the first part of tomorrow morning. Now let's take a look at tomorrow morning. And here is the computer forecast map for tomorrow morning. By this time, that next wave of low pressure is already pulling out of here. And again, there might be enough drying behind that particular system with a little bit of a northwest flow developing at the lower levels of the atmosphere for a few hours anyway. Might be some sunshine mixing in with the clouds tomorrow afternoon. very reduced chance of showers for much of the Mid-Atlantic region tomorrow afternoon behind that next wave of low pressure. Now by tomorrow night, yet another wave of low pressure will be showing up here in the southern part of Virginia, and again, that can graze parts of the Mid-Atlantic region, the I-95 corridor, later on Saturday night with a few showers. So that stalled out front is just to the south and east, but we'll have to watch for that particular wave that could throw some showers, especially along the southern and eastern part of the Mid-Atlantic later on Saturday night into the first part of Sunday. Now, meanwhile, out here over the southern part of Texas, notice a lot of moisture gathering together here, and this may play a role in our weather come about Tuesday of next week. Finally, the last map I'd like to show is Sunday morning. That next, or the next wave of low pressure in the train of waves of low pressure is moving again to the north and east and grazing parts of the Mid-Atlantic region with yet even more showers late Saturday night into Sunday morning. Now, once that pulls off, we're not out of the woods yet, because an upper level low will be moving south and east towards the Mid-Atlantic region from the lower Great Lakes, and here's a reflection of some moisture associated with that upper level low. So even though this surface low pulls on out of here Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon and evening could have another couple of showers associated with an upper level trough moving in. Meanwhile, over the northwestern Gulf here, something getting itself together, and again, this eventually takes a turn to the north and east and could spread some more rain into the Mid-Atlantic region by about Tuesday of next week. So a complicated scenario, certainly not a total washout at all for the weekend, but a mixed bag with some sun, some clouds, and the threat for more showers. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.